guys, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to teach you how to create the Instagram login page in your desktop. For this design you need this Instagram logo and this Facebook logo and these two logos. At the beginning I have already downloaded those images, as you can see. Now I have created my index file. So next we have to start coding. So first we have to code our sketch. Okay, now we have to create this login.instagram title and this icon. For that I am going to change my title into this. Okay, as you can see, now my tab title is changed. So next I am going to add the image icon file. As you can see, now my icon is visible to the user. Since this design is created using Bootstrap, I have to link my Bootstrap file. Okay, now my Bootstrap is linked to my file. So next I am going to create my body. First, in the body tag I am going to add a class called bg light. From this code our background will be changed to this dark white color. So next I am going to add the div. Okay, now I have created the div, since you can't see now. So next I am going to add this. I am going to create this border, this div. So next I am going to create another div. So the size of the div will be 4 columns, and I am going to use white background here. Okay, still you can't see anything. So next I am going to add my image. Before adding the image I am going to create another div here, and I am going to name the div as raw. So next I am going to add my image. Using the image tag I will get my logo here. Next I am going to add few classes here. now you can see here, now you can see the logo here, but the logo is not in the center and not in the size that we wanted. So next we have to write some codes to that. So for next, I'm going to change the scale of the image. For this, for that I'm going to use the style tag and transform option, and I'm going to scale down my picture. Okay, as you can see, now my logo is scaled down to the size that I needed. So next I am going to get my image to the center. For this purpose I am going to add another quotes. I am going to use the offset code here. As you can see, now my logo is in the middle of my page, like the original login page. So next, as you can see, there is a border in this div. So I am going to add that border to my design. I'm going to add the border, and the border size will be 1. Now next I am going to refresh my page. As you can see, now the border is added to my code. Since you can see there is a space between the top of the bar and my div, so I am going to add that space. Okay, now you can see the space between the tab and your border, your div. So next I am going to add these two inputs. So for that I am going to create another row class. Next again I am going to add my input fields in a div. So next I am going to add my input here. So the input type will be text, and my class will be form control. Okay, now you can see the input field, but it is not centered and you can't see these wordings. So next I am going to add those to my input field. For displaying these wordings, phone number, username or email, you have to use the placeholder option. Inside the placeholder I am going to add phone number, username or email. Okay, now you can see the text inside the input field. So next I am going to get my input field to the center of my div. I am going to use the align content center code, and I am going to add a offset here. Okay, as you can see now my input field is centered in my div. So next I am going to decrease the font size of this text. For that I am going to use the style tag and font size here. I am going to add the font style 13 pixels. Okay, now you can see my text small dive to the size that I needed. So next I am going to create this password input field. For that I am going to copy my this input field. Okay, as you can see, since you can see these two input field, I am going to change the bottom input field into the password in the placeholder tag. As you can see, now the input fields are changed. Now you have to add this gap between these two input fields. For that I am going to use the margin top. Okay, now you can see the gap between these two input fields. For next I am going to use this button, insert this button. For that again either you can copy this code again, then inside the input code you have to add button tag here. In the button tag you can type the login phrase here. As you can see, this is my button, but it is not as like this. So now I am going to change the button to that button. For this button I am going to add a class called btn primary. Next I am going to add line align content center. Now you can see my button is changes to this button type. So next I am going to increase the width of the button using the dgrid code. For this I am going to create another div row and okay, now you can see that my button is created. So next I am going to decrease the height of my button. For that I am going to use the style option. Okay, now my button is created, but these items are not aligned together. So next I am going to align those items together. First I'm going to add a margin top here to get the space between these two fields. To get the input fields and button to align together, I have to insert another div as row. Here also I am going to add another row here. As you can see, my input fields and the button are aligned together. So next I'm going to create this phrase here using the HR and the divs. For that, I am going to create another div here, same as the previous div. See, I have created this line here. I created that line using the HR tag. So again I am going to create another div here to insert the O phrase. Here I am going to create a div. Inside the div, I am going to create a span here. I am going to use the text black 50 code to get the color I needed, and using the FW bold phrase to get the bold. Okay, now you can see the O word here. Now again I am going to copy this HR to the other side. Okay, now you can see I have created this O here. So next I am going to create this login with Facebook here. For that, again I am going to create another div with the same length and width. I am going to use a margin top to get the gap between the button and the phrase. Next, I'm going to create a label to add my Facebook icon. For that, I'm going to use the image tag here. Since I have get the logo of the Facebook, I'm going to link that image to my file using the image tag, and I'm going to reduce the size of the image using the style tag. I'm going to change the height to 18 pixels and width to 18 pixels. I'm going to close the image tag here. As you can see, my image is now added to the div. So next I am going to create this login with Facebook phrase. For that, I'm going to create another div with the same length and width. For that, I'm not going to create another div. I'm going to add that phrase inside the div I created earlier. So I'm going to use the span tag here, and I'm going to add the FW bold class to that. Then I'm going to use the style tag to add the color. Okay, my color will be now I'm going to write the wording here. Login with Facebook. To get the colors in the Bootstrap file, here you can see the color coding. So you can get the color hex number using these codings. Simply you have to just copy and paste in the place you have want. Since as you can see, this phrase is in a single line, so next I am going to add that feature to my design. Okay, now my phrase is in a single line. So next I am going to create this forget password phrase. For that, I'm going to copy the div which I have created in here and change the wording to forget password. As you can see, now the forget password phrase is appeared. So next I am going to create this don't have an account sign up option. For that, I'm going to create another new div as the first one. For that, I'm going to copy the class name here. Then I'm going to create another div under the previous div. Here you can see my div is created. Since I have not included anything inside the div, it will not display like this. So next I am going to add this don't have an account sign up phrase in the div. So inside the div, I am going to create another div and change the class into row. To get the gap between the top and the bottom, I am going to use the my class here. From this my class you can get the gap between top and bottom areas. So next I am going to add the label here, and I am going to change the font size to 6 and text to center. Now I am going to add my phrase. Don't have an account. Here you can see the don't have an account phrase now is created. So next I am going to create this link, sign up link. For that I am going to create an anchor tag inside the label, and I am not going to add any link to my anchor tag. Again I am going to add some classes here. Text color will be primary, and there won't be any text decorations, and the font weight will be bold. Okay, as you can see now my phrase is created. Okay, now next I am going to create this get the app and these icons. For that I am going to create a new div here. Now I am going to create another div, row div. Again I am going to use the my tag, my phrase to get the gap between the top and bottom. So next I am going to add another label. Text will be center. wordings will be get the app. Okay, you can see the get the app wordings here. Now I'm going to add these images at the bottom of the div. Again, I am going to create another div. Here I am going to insert a gap between the two images. Next, I am going to get the content to the center of my div. Now I am going to add my image, insert a new div. Using the image tag, I am going to add my image. As you can see, now my image is added. But the size is too large. For that, I am going to reduce the size using the row class. Okay, now you can see my image here. Now I am going to copy the same code and add the image. I'm going to copy from here. Now I'm going to paste here. Now I'm going to change the image src. As you can see, now the images are added, but this image is too large, so I'm going to reduce the height of the image using the style tag. I'm going to use like 40 pixels. Okay, now my images are aligned together. Okay, this is the design of the Instagram login page. As you can see, same as the original one. So this is not responsive, and if you have any questions about the codings, just leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, and don't forget to like, and don't forget to comment. So hope to see you again from another video.